Hello and welcome to Beach View, our podcast about different things and/or stuff.
Hello, welcome. So today we are going to be talking about our current viewings, which we haven't done in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. I don't remember how many of these we've done, but it's been several.
Yeah, and I always like to see, what have you been up to?
Yeah. So mine, unsurprisingly, is another video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for the past month, I think? I don't know, somewhere around there. I have been playing Bloons Tower Defense.
Oh.
Yeah, which is a series of tower defense games about monkeys popping balloons.
Sounds intense.
Do you know what a tower defense is?
I'm guessing it's like you're in a tower and you're defending it from invaders.
Yeah, so you're defending from, invaders, in this case, balloons. But,
Okay.
I actually don't know the origins of the name. I don't know if it's, because you're in a tower or because you're placing towers. But usually it's,
Oh.
you're placing little, either guys or, structures or something that will attack the, things that are coming.
Okay.
You know, there's, a track it goes on. And, the things are trying to get to the end, and you're trying to place things down that will attack them.
Okay.
Before they stop them all before they get to the end. So it's it's like a strategy genre. It's like there's multiple options for you to pick from, like which towers do you place down and where.
Interesting.
And then you place them down and you sort of let them go and see if the strategy you picked is successful or not.
Okay. And were you successful?
Well, there's several times to do this.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started doing this because these are old games. The first one came out in 2007, so... I found out about a Flash emulator, which I think we've talked about Flash before, right?
I think we have, yes.
Yeah, but, Flash games really popular on the internet back in the 2000s. Flash died, kind of went away, but there's an emulator for it now, so you can play a bunch of old Flash games.
That's cool.
So I was doing that, randomly, because I was like, oh yeah, I heard about the simulator, let me play some random Flash games. And one of the Flash games was Bloons Tower Defense, which I played back in the day.
So, did it feel old when you were replaying it?
I mean, I guess?
I love that.
I don't know, it's not the term I would use, it's just Flash games are a very particular style.
Okay, got it.
They were often, very short, very, thrown together things because it was a lot of amateurs, amateur community. They're you could do some pretty robust things with Flash, but a lot of people were this was younger people or first time developers who were making games, so it was a lot of that.
Okay.
So there's a certain style to it, which tower defense games were actually fairly popular with Flash. There were a lot of them, but this was the one I played the most. I think because there were some websites that hosted this that you could get on school computers. So I ended up playing a lot of this in class. It was during designated break times.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm sure your teachers loved that.
It's you finished your work early, so you go on the thing.
That's cool.
It's Friday, so they're okay, you're done with work 20 minutes early. Go do whatever on the internet.
Love that. I love how they just let you do whatever.
Yeah, but so this is a whole series. They're up to Bloons Tower Defense 6 now.
So which ones did you did all of them?
Yeah, I did all of them.
Oh, wow.
Again. Yeah, it was interesting going back through and seeing sort of how they changed over the years, different additions and changes.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, I went through this the first time when I was playing these back in the day.
So how did you feel about it now as opposed to when you first played it?
I don't know, because I stuck with it for a while, actually. For a while, Bloons Tower Defense 5 was, my go-to. I'm playing this in the background while I'm listening to podcasts.
Okay.
So, it wasn't
Wasn't 20 years ago and then now.
I was familiar with it, it wasn't anything super out of the ordinary.
I gotcha.
It was mostly, I guess, a nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was going through this again, and then I got Bloons Tower Defense 6, which released in 2018, and I've been, supporting it ever since.
Cool.
Which is, I guess the main thing I was playing. I played quite a bit of Bloons Tower Defense 5. Then I was like, I'm gonna switch to 6 because I've already played a lot of 5. And also there were some things about 5 that were frustrating me, which were not fixed in 6. I mean, some of them were, but...
So still frustrating.
Yeah, but first I'm gonna say, like, I think the way they've upgraded things throughout the years was neat, and seeing sort of like, how they've gotten inventive with the concept and added a lot of things over time. Like, Bloons Tower Defense 5 added, like, different tracks of upgrades you could go down. Like, previously they had upgrades, but it was, like, only a few. Mm-hmm. This one added, like, you can, like, 2 separate paths that if you, go down one, you're locked out of the other.
Oh.
That, like, make your things slightly different, which is interesting. So, yeah, so you play, like I said, they're monkeys popping balloons, but there's different kinds of monkeys that do different things.
Okay.
Like, the basic one is just throwing a dart at the balloons. There's, like, a cannon that shoots bombs, like a cannon does.
Wait, so the monkeys throwing darts at balloons, that's, like, you, or that's, like, the invaders?
No, the monkeys are, yeah, you're the monkeys type.
Okay.
The balloons are the invaders.
Oh, okay, I'm trying to get, like, a picture of what this is. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, and they pop the balloons.
Gotcha.
But there's, like, one that throws a boomerang. There's, like, a boat that shoots, like, darts or cannons. There's just different stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, so, it's interesting. They've done that. They've upgraded, they've added all sorts of different maps, which have different tracks and aesthetics to them.
Yeah.
And Bloons Tower Defense 6 adds quite a bit to the mix, which was interesting. Like, they went from 2 separate upgrade tracks to 3. So there's, like, now 3 different choices you can pick.
Okay.
Which, again, interesting choice. They've, like, changed, like, they moved to a new engine so they can do, like, 3D things now.
Okay.
Which creates things like, different, barriers, like, different heights. So, like, there might be a wall in the middle of one track, and, most of your monkeys can't shoot over the wall, which will, like, cut down on their range, stuff like that. However, I think I get frustrated with, because it's like, they've added all these new stuff, these cool new upgrades, there's still, like, every map, and there's, like, dozens of these maps, has the same set of balloons that come out.
Oh, so, like, predictable?
Yes, it's the same pattern every time.
Oh.
Which, like, feels like such a waste of design space to me, because it's, so it's like, there's different types of balloons. It's usually, like, the one that takes one hit, and then they're, like, little nesting eggs, where, like, the bigger balloon contains, like, a smaller one, and then a smaller one, and then a smaller one.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's ones that have certain, like, resistances and weaknesses. Like, there's lead balloons,
Ooh.
Which I think is the joke, but, like, they can't be popped by normal, means. So they have to be popped by, like, a bomb or something like that.
Ooh.
Which is, like, a way to vary it, so you can't just pick one type, like, monkey, and have that carry you through the whole game. You have to have, like, a variety of them.
That's kind of cool.
The problem is because they're all the same, they end up all, like, being the same. So, like, every map you have to sit there and pick, like, there's, like, a camo balloon type that, only certain things can detect. Like, they have to specifically have camo detection, or else they, your monkeys won't shoot at it. Or throw, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, it's a cool concept to, like, vary your towers. There's certain strategies that won't work because of this, but the problem is, because every map's the same, because every time you're going through, it's always the same stuff, there is no, like, variety.
Oh.
Like, there are certain towers you have to have, and, there's a variety of them that will do this, but you absolutely have to have them by a certain point, or else you'll get too many camos, and you'll lose. Or there'll be too many leads, and you'll lose.
Why do you think they do that? Like, make them all the same? Like,
it's easier, probably.
I feel like if you're up to, like, what, you said there's, like, 6?
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't they, like, make it a variety? I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, that gets me, because it's like, there's all this, like, interesting design space, and these interesting, like, different upgrade paths you can go through, and different, like, towers or monkeys you can, like, pick, that have different strategies that you can, like, sort of plan around. But, every time you need one of, like a certain number of this type of tower, a certain number of this type of tower, like, like, you have to have one of those, and there's only so many that will fit those roles.
Yeah.
Which just, ends up being kind of a problem. Like, I don't know, it makes what would otherwise be, like, this really interesting variety where, like, if they did vary the types, like, if each map had its own unique set of balloons to go with it, then it would be like, not just, you pick a strategy that works for you and keep going with it, but, like, you would have to vary your strategy each time. So it wouldn't just be the same thing over and over again.
Right.
I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of design space missing because of that, because there's only, I think, like, I guess technically there's 5, but realistically there's only 3, because 2 of them are, like, 2 of the balloon types only stop one type of tower each.
Okay.
Or, well, I guess technically they do, like, one of them is immune to cannons, because the first game had a cannon in it, and that was, like, the strongest tower, so they made one that, like, a cannon couldn't touch. And one of them's immune to ice, because, again, the first game had a tower that froze the balloons for some reason.
It's so interesting.
Yeah. But, yeah, so those 2 don't really matter.
Gotcha.
Because basically every tower in the game can pop those, except for, like again, the one. But, the other ones are, like, actually, like, interesting, like, you have to have certain types of towers to pop this one, but not others, and there's only 3 of them, so, and they appear each time in every game, so it's like,
Yeah.
you have to pick one of this type of tower in order to progress every time.
Yeah.
And it feels like if there were more types of balloons that could, like, or more different types of attacks and, like, then it would be more interesting, I think. Like, at a certain point, it's like they have all these interesting maps that each do different things and, like, have different sort of, like, difficulties. But each time it comes down to, you gotta place one of this and it's, like, 3 types of towers.
Mm-hmm.
Or otherwise have some sort of plan, like, it's, like, yeah. There's technically more than 3, but, like, it's, like, 2 towers, basically. 3 towers or something. That you have to have one of them every map. And it just really constrains your, like, design space and your possibility space for playing the game. I keep hammering on this point.
Like, you're limited in, like, what you can do, basically.
Yeah, like,
okay.
it funnels you into one of, like, a few upgrade paths. And again, the more I play it, the more I'm like, it'd be more interesting if there were more things to go on. Like, if in this map there were no camos at all or something.
Like, it could be better.
Yeah, so it's like, do you still place the towers or get the upgrades that are good at getting camo, even though they're kind of useless because you, like, there's some other aspect of them that, of that tower that you think is worth it for your strategy? And that would be, like, sort of an interesting trade-off that, like, this map doesn't have any camos, but instead everyone has camos. They always happen at the same time, so it's like, by a certain round, you have to get some tower up that can hit camos. Stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So yeah, just, end up really frustrating to me.
So how long, like, to do all of those, like, how long does it take to, like, go through, basically?
It depends on the map and the difficulty, and also, like, how fast your towers kill things.
Yeah.
Or I guess pop, they're not really killing them because they're inanimate objects, but...
Yeah.
And it's like, you go through and, you go on this one map and play this one level, like, this one difficulty, and that, that'll take anywhere from, like, 5 to 20 minutes, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And then you, like, go on to the next one.
Oh, I'm thinking, like, it takes longer. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, it can. It just usually doesn't. So again, it's, like, good to have in the background, like, as background noise for a podcast or something.
Yeah.
I guess background activity for a podcast.
I kind of feel like a lot of times I'll play, like, solitaire on my phone, like, while I'm doing something else.
Yeah, it's a very, like, solitaire style where it's, like, quick rounds, but you can, like, there's variations, so each time you do it, it's technically something new.
Right.
It's a bit more involved than solitaire, though.
Yeah, it sounds like it. But it's, like, a nice, like, background type of thing to, like, kind of, like, keep you occupied, like, while you're doing something else. So well, at least for me, like, so I don't get bored and start tuning out,
Yeah. But yeah, that's my current viewing.
Cool.
I don't know, I think it's like an interesting nostalgia trip. It was neat playing the 6th game, which I hadn't played before, because, like, by the time I stopped playing this, that wasn't out yet.
Okay, so that one was new to you.
Yeah, that one was new to me, and it was neat seeing all the stuff they changed, but again, I'm still just kind of frustrated with it, because it's like, there's a lot of design space here on the table that's, like, left untouched, and as a result, it makes everything feel really samey after a while.
Oh, that's kind of a bummer, but also, like, keep it consistent, I guess.
I guess, I don't know. It's just like, I don't, a lot of it feels like because this is a long-running series, there's a lot of like decisions they made in the past that they're sticking with that like would maybe be better if they changed.
That's really interesting to me because like if you're gonna take the time to do that many in a series, like why not just make it better? I don't know.
Well, I don't know that they're like, cause yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're thinking of it like that. Like,
yeah,
because you would have to like play test every single map, like every single round of every single map, and like do stuff, and it's a lot easier to just be like everything has the same output.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I just would prefer if it were different.
Well, give me something to do, you know?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. That's video games for you.
So that kept you occupied, at least.
Yep.
Very cool. Okay, anything else to add about that video game series?
Nope. Monkeys popping balloons.
See, this sounds like one I could actually play.
Yeah, it would be. There's no like I mean, I guess some of the later ones do add like active abilities that you need to like manage, but yeah, it's very turn-based.
Yeah. I feel like I could do that.
Yeah.
Because usually if I try to play like a video game, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably pretty intuitive, but who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, who knows? You're dealing with me, so you never know, but... All right, well, I guess I will get into my current viewings. Yep. So this time, instead of a book, I am going with a TV series. Okay, or I guess if you call it a TV series, a streaming series. I don't know. What are we calling it?
That's television.
Yeah, it's television. Okay.
It's TV. It counts.
Still TV, yeah. So I watched a series called Tell Me Lies. So a friend of mine has been telling me to watch this for a while, and I never really could, I didn't have like the streaming service for a while, so I never did watch it. But anyways, so I got into watching it, and it has some short seasons. Like it's only, I think season 1 is, which I'm going to be telling for my current viewing, season 1 is only 10 episodes. So but each episode is like an hour long, I think. So it took me a while to get through. But I mean, I watched the first season within a week. So anyway, Tell Me Lies. It's basically about like these college kids. They go to, I'm pretty sure I'm saying this wrong, but Baird College in upstate New York. It's Baird. I want to say Baird. I'm going to say Baird. Anyways.
Who knows?
They go to this college in New York, and it follows around like this group of kids. So basically, like the main character is this girl, Lucy. She's an incoming college freshman. And the other main character is Steven, who is a junior. And we quickly see that like Steven is like not really a good person, but that both Steven and Lucy are like very toxic, and they're toxic together. Their relationship, like they form a relationship, it's like on and off. And it kind of just shows like through the years. So it kind of jumps in time. So we kind of see like, first of all, like the main story is set in 2007 at Baird College, and then it'll jump to like 2015.
Oh, it's like a period piece, I see.
Yeah. So the whole gist of this is like, there's a few freshman girls, there's a few junior guys, and also like a junior girl who's like part of this, okay? And it's like this group of friends that kind of get together, and they're all just horrible to each other. Like, and I'm like, why do I like watching this? It's kind of like a train wreck, like where you're just like, what are they going to do next? But also there's a bit of I would say like a mystery to it. So I'll get into it. Okay, so basically, like Lucy meets Steven. Steven continues to like go after his ex-girlfriend Diana, who
triangle.
Yes, like Diana is also junior, but he's still like being involved with Lucy, like while he's like basically Diana and Steven they're like drawn to each other, even though they're broken up because he cheated on Diana. That's why they broke up. Not with Lucy, but then Diana's like, are you seeing anybody else? And he's like, no, but he's clearly seeing Lucy. So he's like a bad guy. Anyways.
Yeah.
So Steven, like, basically feels like his relationships are open, while Lucy is like, she doesn't really feel that way. So she's starting to understand, like, this is kind of like he's kind of hiding her because obviously he still wants to get together with Diana. Anyways, so Lucy is like feeling very frustrated. She, like, for a little while, like, starts a relationship with this bartender named Max. And it's very clear, like, she's only doing this to, like, basically for, like, comfort kind of thing. Like, she's using people. Okay. So, yeah. So she ends up, like, at the very end, like, hooking up with her best friend Bree's boyfriend. Like, they had, like, just, I don't know. It's a whole thing. So, anyways, Lucy is troublesome. Steven's troublesome. But basically, this whole group is troublesome. So, okay. So we start off, like, Lucy's roommate, Macy. They just meet, like, when Lucy moves in. Like, the second day, Macy dies in a car accident.
Okay? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, yes. So, like, that is, like, the very first, like, oh my gosh. Okay, so it seems like she cried. Like, she went to a party. She had asked Lucy to go with her. Lucy was like, bro, I don't want to go. And, like, was kind of mean to her. So she goes by herself and she dies in a car accident on her way home. They think, like, she must have been driving drunk. Okay. We quickly learn, though, okay, so Wrigley is another junior guy who's friends with also.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. Wrigley.
That's a last name, not a first name.
That's what he goes by. Okay, so Wrigley is kind of like, he's like a goofball football player. Okay. He is dating Pippa, who's friends with Lucy. Okay. So Wrigley's younger brother, Drew, is also a freshman that started at the college.
There's a lot of characters.
There's a lot of characters. I'm going to try to keep it simple, but there's a lot going on here. Okay. So we learn that Drew, Wrigley's younger brother, he tells Wrigley that he was actually the other car involved in the accident that killed Macy. And that, like, he was like, I don't know what happened. Like, I swerved. It was dark. I freaked out and I left. So he, like, left the scene of the crime.
He hit and ran. Oh.
Well, he didn't actually hit the car. Okay. Like, the other car swerved off the road and that's how she died.
Wait, did he cause the swerve or?
We don't know. That's it. We don't know whether he caused it, but he thinks that he caused it, right? So he is just, like, overcome and, like, doesn't know what to do because he left. Okay. Like, he took off running, or not running, but in his car. Anyways, so Wrigley doesn't know what to do and he calls Steven. Steven comes. Drew, like, tells Steven everything. And Steven's like, you know what? Just be quiet. Don't say a word. Okay. We later learn that Steven was actually, he tells Lucy he was actually in the car with Macy. Okay. Like, it shows that, like, Steven has pictures of Macy, like, on his computer. Like, they were in a relationship and they didn't tell anybody. Steven doesn't tell anyone he was with Macy when this happened. So nobody knows. Steven tells Drew to keep quiet and Drew blames himself. But we actually learn, this is spoiler alert, but it's like 3 years old, so it's not really a spoiler. Steven was actually driving Macy's car that night. He leads Lucy to believe that, like, Macy was driving. He saw, like, they got in the wreck. He saw that she was dead and he left, like, because he didn't want to get in trouble. He was like, he doesn't have money. And a lot of these people that he's friends with have money. And he's like, people who don't have money, they don't get away with stuff. So he's like, I had to protect myself, basically. So he justifies his actions. But we like, quickly see that, like, Steven's a sociopath. He does not have feelings. Like, he does not feel guilt. Like, he's in survivor mode. We see this from, like, his family life. Like, that's how he grew up. His mom is, like, a wackadoodle, like, sociopath, like, who blames people for stuff. Anyway, it's a whole thing. Steven is exactly the same way. So Steven actually caused the accident that killed Macy, but he left and made it seem like Macy was driving. And he does not tell Drew it wasn't his fault, okay? So anyway, nobody knows that Steven and Macy had a relationship. So it's just absolutely crazy. There's a lot of other stuff, like, going on with this. But so when we flash, I don't say flashback, but flash forward to, like, 2015, there's a wedding going on. Like, they're at an engagement party. And we see, like, all these characters basically back together for this engagement party. the engagement is for Bree, like Lucy's friend, who was dating Evan. Okay, so it's for Bree and Evan. They are getting married. It is alluded to that Drew, Wrigley's younger brother, that he may have died because they say, hey, go easy on Wrigley, because Wrigley was like drunk and high or whatever at this engagement party, like kind of causing a scene. And they're like, go easy on him. Drew's birthday was the other day. So it's seeming like Drew's not there anymore. Okay, something happened to Drew. We don't know yet, but like it's leading toward like Drew was very depressed kind of thing. So it's just a crazy, crazy thing. And like Steven basically gaslights everybody into like he's mean to Wrigley. Like he kind of puts him down every chance he gets because like he becomes like captain of the football team, like all this stuff. And he like finds any way he can to like put Wrigley down. But Wrigley's like a little too dense to like understand like Steven's doing this on purpose kind of thing. Because he just thinks of himself as like a screw up kind of thing. So we see like at the end of the semester, there's this like Hawaiian party. Lucy and Evan end up hooking up. Remember, Evan is now 2015 getting married to Bree. So we don't know whether they find out or if they stayed together all of those years or what. So it's kind of like a whole thing. And we don't know if like Steven ever comes clean about being in the car and causing Macy's wreck. Like it's a whole thing, but it's like very emotional. Like Lucy has all these emotions, but we kind of see that she's like a little bit similar to Steven and that she doesn't like she's kind of in survival mode all the time. And she seems very drawn to the drama. And it just seems like this whole group is absolutely like, they're all just saying mean things to each other. And like, I just don't understand like how people can be this way. Like, it's just kind of crazy to me. So, I don't know. You just keep watching. My whole thing is like, is anyone going to tell Drew that like he did not cause this accident? He's blaming himself. Steven's trying to make sure he keeps blaming himself. And then Steven's acting like he's like, Drew's like, Drew, you can lean on me. Like, I'm the good guy. Like, I can help you. And Drew feels like Steven is really there for him. Whereas like Wrigley's trying to help his little brother as best as he can. But you see like it's taking a big toll on Wrigley. Okay. And Wrigley's kind of feeling bad that like Drew feels like he can go to Steven. And the whole time, Steven caused this wreck. Okay. But they don't know. So you're like, Steven, you are a terrible person. Like, just so he doesn't get caught, he's really making Drew feel like he did this and he's doing him a favor by keeping this secret. And like, anyway, meanwhile, like Bree, who is Lucy's friend, I know it's like, you're probably not keeping all these people together.
No.
But Bree ends up like, kind of like, this is like moving forward. But Bree ends up like getting interested in this professor. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, it's just honestly super crazy. Everybody is like hooking up with everybody and they're all just like mean to each other. And it's just like a very complex. And I'm like, okay, as I'm watching each episode, they're kind of slow. Like a lot happens, but it's kind of just like day to day, like them going about their days. So it's weird because it's still intriguing, but it's also a little slow. But the whole time you're kind of like, what happened? Like, how were Macy and Steven together? Like, how did that happen? And we don't know that until like into the season. So you're like, wait, what? Lucy figures it out because she finds like Steven had drawn this like flower for her and it's like a very distinct looking flower. She finds the same flower drawing in Macy's stuff. Like when her like parents are coming to pick up her stuff from her room. Like she finds this flower drawing and she's like, what? Like she had the same flower drawing as me. And like she's starting to piece it all together. So like as the viewer, you're like also piecing it together. But basically, the whole point is Steven's a sociopath. We know that like he is very bad for Lucy, but we see that like Lucy kind of likes this. Like it's absolutely crazy. So anyway, everybody's got their own like back drama too. Like Lucy's father died like a couple months before and she has this big beef with her mom because her mom was like cheating on her dad with like her dad's best friend while her dad was dying. So she like hates her mom. like Bree, we find out was a foster child and like, you know, had some bad experiences with that. Like Evan's like super rich, but he feels like none of these people are really his friend, which is absolutely 100% accurate. Like it's just absolutely nuts. So yeah, it's got 3 seasons. They're all absolutely, like I said, it's like a train wreck. You just can't stop watching. And they're all just horrible. Like they're horrible to each other. So it's like, why are y'all friends? Anyways.
Yeah. Drama.
Drama. And I can see now why, like, my friend was like, you gotta watch this show just so we can talk about it. It's just like, wow. Very disturbing.
And I'm seeing on the Wikipedia page for this that takes them 2 years to release 8 episodes.
Yes!
I know we've talked about this before, but how? Back in the day, you used to release 24 whatever a year.
That is my biggest complaint. I do not understand. Now, I will say the episodes are an hour each, so they're like long episodes, but the first season has 10 episodes. Both the second and third seasons only have 8 episodes. And I just don't understand why it took so long. Like, was it during COVID or something? Like, I don't even know. I didn't look it up.
We don't know how to make TV anymore.
No, it's absolutely crazy. But yeah, it's just, I don't even know.
And this is a drama. It's not even like a, like big CG production.
No, it's not. And it's pretty like, it's not like the settings. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it would be a very easy show. I mean, I don't know what goes into production, but
yeah, 20 years ago this would have 20 something episodes a season.
Yes,
and it would be on like season 5 or something by now.
Right. And it's only on season 3. I'm just like, okay, like when's the next season coming out? Like, it's just crazy. But it's one of those shows, like, I think I will go back and like rewatch it again because there's going to be like nuances that I didn't catch the first time. You know what I mean? Now that I know the whole story, like I want to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah.
But it is actually a crazy show. Yeah. So I would say I would recommend it. Like, not to everyone. Not everyone's going to like it. It's a lot of like, just people behaving badly. But yeah. Now I kind of like, I need to talk to somebody about it, like, which is why I'm talking about it here.
Yeah, seems very dramatic.
It's very dramatic. I'm sure I missed, like, a lot of the details, but I was trying to keep it, like, high level. But I also, like, I did watch the whole thing, like, the whole series over the past couple of weeks, but I wanted to just focus on season 1 because so much happens. Like, there's no way I could talk about the whole series, like, in one episode. So I focused on season 1 and I was trying to remember, like, okay, what exactly happened? But I'm sure like I said, there's like a lot I'm probably like leaving out just for the sake of keeping it, a little bit slower. But I think the whole mystery with Lucy's roommate, Macy, and then finding out that Steven was actually driving and that Steven and Macy had a relationship, like that, I like the mystery part of it, but yeah.
Yeah. Television.
Yeah, and these best friends are like betraying each other, like on the girl's side and the guy's side. Like these best friends are actually betraying each other. So that's kind of what is like, wow, like this is it's just absolutely crazy. So yeah,
dramatic.
Very dramatic. So we need to find out, like, season 2, like, what happens with Drew and Wrigley and Lucy and Steven.
I can't take the name Wrigley seriously.
Well, I don't even know his first name, honestly.
He's named after gum.
Wrigley, yeah. Why is he known as Wrigley and Drew's just known as Drew? They have the same last name. So, yeah. And we want to see, like, do Bree and Evan get married? So, anyway, very interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything else to add about our current viewings?
No, that's yeah. Yours is much more dramatic than mine.
Oh, it is so dramatic. I was like, I have to talk about this. Like, I'm still like, I actually finished the last episode of the series so far last night, and I was like, oh, I need to rewatch this immediately. Like, that's how, like, it's just absolutely chaos, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, well, I will take us out then. So this has been Beachview. This has been our current viewings right now. I feel like we're on par. You with a video game, me with a TV series.
Yep.
As always, I like to see, kind of what you've been up to and how you enjoy it.
Yeah, me as well.
Yeah, I'm sure you loved my very rambling, entertaining review of season 1. Yeah, and that has been our current viewings. Join us next time. Bye.
Bye.